Patrick.
And Mr. Fitzpatrick, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I'm presently chairman of the Steward Board 2 at Wesley Temple. I've served as trustee board chairman and as steward board chairman years ago, but I'm good at that. I sing in the choir. I put out the newsletter for the church and stay pretty busy. I worked at the Beacon Journal for 28 years. I was editor of the Akron, Ohio Beacon Journal, and then later moved to Miami, Florida, and became the vice president of diversity. And I created a lot of diversity programs for Night Ritter Corporation.
All right.
Which we had 45 newspapers that we had responsibility. Yes, Mr. Mathews was one of the original members here at Wesley Temple. I don't know what exact year he came here, but this church was built in 1928. And Brother Mathews was he was on the board of trustees, and he was one of the original members of this church.
He was a man who really loved Wesley Temple, and he always sat on the organ side of the church, and he sat on the first row, and he really believed in doing everything that he could for the church, and he was just a wonderful member of the church, very active in all activities.
And the greatest story about Brother Mathews was this church opened up at a time when they were in a depression. And so apparently this organ that you see here was installed in the church, but the church was unable to pay for the organ. So what Brother Mathews did was he locked the church and closed the church and went fishing. And so when the bill collectors came, they couldn't get into church.
Ah, that's some good stuff. You know what? I want to keep a running thing because Mr. Fitzpatrick, I want to thank you so much for your allowing me to do my block club here. More importantly, you said, you got to know your history. And I agree. And I thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity. And we'll be doing this quite often through the conference and so on and so forth, if that's all right with you.
That's fine. That's very fine. Thank you very much for
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I am doing a story on George Mathews of the Mathews Hotel and Howard Street. And I understand that Mr. Mathews was a member here at Wesley Temple. Can you tell me, first of all, tell me a little bit about yourself. Who are you?
Well, I was born and raised into Wesley Temple. I moved to New York, and after I came back from New York, then I returned to Wesley Temple, my home church, so I'm very proud and happy to be here. I was very young at the time, but he was a hotel owner, and he was a businessman, so he was a good fundraiser for the church. And he did everything that as far as I know, and he did everything that he could for Wesley Temple.
I encourage you to come back to this. I'm going to do as many as I can. I'm writing this for Howard Street. Wesley Temple, the Grace Park area. I've become the block club president, and you have to know where you come from to know where you're going. And I would like to run a series with you and people and I thank you for your stewardship, and I ask you to come again and again and again.
And thank you for your interest. He lived within a half a block. He lived within walking distance and about a half a block